Hello dear students, today we will solve miscellaneous exercise. Miscellaneous exercise of chapter 1. Okay, continuing the chapter sets. Here, miscellaneous exercise of chapter 1, question first. Question first, decide among the following sets which sets are subsets of one and another. Means there are given sets A, B, C, D, and we have to decide which set is subset of another. Here given what? A equals to x belongs to R, x satisfy this. Here given question first solution. First given A equals to, where A equals to what? X such that x belongs to R and x satisfy x square minus 8x plus 12 equals to 0. This is first set. X square minus 8x plus 12 equals to 0. Okay, and another three sets are given also, B, C, D. 2, 4, 6. B is what? 2, 4, 6. And C is also given what? 2, 4, 6, 8 and so on. 2, 4, 6, 8 and this. And D is 6. Only 6. These are the given sets. Okay. Now we have to decide which set is subset of another. So here first set is given in roster form, set builder form. So we have to find first its roster form. Okay. First its roster form. Roster form means in this set elements are real number and satisfy this equation. What is the solution of this equation? X square minus 8x plus 12 equals to 0. So we can factorize it and can solve it. Okay. So minus 6x minus 2x plus 12 equals to 0. So we can see here x minus 6 minus 2 x minus 6 equals to 0 means 2 and 6. X minus 6 x minus 2 equals to 0. That is what? X equals to 2 and 6. So these are the elements. These are value of x. These are real value. So real value. So 2 and 6. Okay. This is roster form. Now we are having sets A, B, C, D. Now we have to solve. We have to identify which set is subset of another. From here it is clear that D is subset of 2, 6, A, and A is subset of B because there is 2, 6, and 2, 4, 6 is subset of C. So from here it is clear that what? D subset A subset B subset C. Okay. We are using this notation because we see that here one element, here two element, and here two and here three and here infinite element. So we can use like this sample. Okay. So because we know about set. So we can use for subset this symbol. Okay. Now we have to write which set is subset of other. So here A is subset of B and C, B is subset of C. Therefore, we can say A subset B, A subset C also, B subset C also, and D subset A, D subset B, D subset C. We can write now A subset of B, A subset of C, also B subset of C, also D subset of A, D subset of A subset B, that means D subset B, D subset also C. So this is our answer. Okay, this was the question first. Now take question second of miscellaneous exercise. Okay, second question: in each of the following, determine whether the statement are true or false. If it is true, prove it. If false, give an example. Listen very carefully that for proving anything, it is not true. That means you have to give only one example. For a particular case, the condition should not be true. For a particular, so you can give an example. And in general, if some condition is true, then you have to prove generally, not particular, taking particular example. Okay, here, if it is true, then prove it. And if it is false, then we can give an example. Okay, the first question is what? X belongs to A and A belongs to B. Here, 5 questions are there, so we are only taking now 2 or 3 and remaining for you. You have to solve and send me for your attendance. Okay. So first question, suppose question second, fast. Okay. Here condition is true or false. X belongs to A belongs to B, and then if X belongs to A and A belongs to B, comma also, in short, comma means and A belongs to B, then we have to show that X belongs to B. X belongs to B. If this, then this. Is it true or not? False. It is false. For proving it, we can take an example. If false, then you can take an example. So here X belongs to X in an element of a set, and here set A belongs to B. That means this is an element of the set B. Then we have to show that whether X belongs to B or not. Here false, because if false, for false means its answer is false, and for means for this we have to show how. For this, let A equals to suppose AB, suppose, and we are making a set which contains which element of A. So here we can write A, AB, C. Here we see that B belongs to A. B belongs to A. And A belongs to B. B. It is also right. But B does not belongs to B. Here B, this is single element. Here A and C only. let this and this, then we see that B belongs to A and A subs belongs to B, but B does not belongs to B. So this condition is not satisfied for B. So it is false. Therefore, 1 is false. For giving proof for false, for to prove false, you can give example. Similarly, you can show A subset B and B belongs to C, then A belongs to C. A subset B and B belongs to C, then A belongs to C. Here it is also, I think, false. You have to take only example. Okay. So here condition is what? A subset B, B belongs to C. A subset B, B belongs to C. A subset B, B belongs to C. B belongs to C. Then if then A belongs to C. Is it true or false? So here if we make a set A equals to 1 and B equals to 0, 1, 2. 0, 1, 2. And C equals to A subset of this. So here it is not required. 0, 1, we can write 0, 1, 2. And here zero, suppose this is only 1, this is only 1 and 2, then here 0, we are making example whether it is true or not. So 0, B belongs to C, no? So 1, 2, 3. If we take like this, then here we see that A subset B, A means 1 element. This is subset of this, very clear, because its subset can be taken, can be taken by only one. So this is subset of B. So what? A subset B and B belongs to C. B completely 1, 2, complete set. It belongs to B, C. B belongs to C. Clear? A belongs to C. A 1 does not belong to C. But does not belong to C. A does not belong to C. So false. Therefore, is false. Okay, false. Clear? So we have to make sets and give logic whether it is true or false. Here we see that A subset B belongs to C, but A does not belongs to C. So this is false. Also, we can solve. There are 6 questions now. Taking one question more, third, and then remaining 3 are for you. Okay. So third question is what? Third question: A subset B subset C, then A subset C. Yes, very clear. We can draw it by Venn diagram also, and you can also prove. Very simple. A subset B subset C, then A subset C. Third, what? A subset B subset C, then A subset C. This is this. A subset B subset C, and then A subset C. Clear? A subset B subset C, then A subset C. Very simple. We can also prove by Venn diagram. How? Suppose we are making like this. U, this is A subset of B subset of C. If this is A, this portion, and this is complete value B, and this is complete value what? C. So A in B, B in C, that is A in also C. We can see that here. But there is also another way to prove it. How? Here, let A subset B and B subset C. We have to prove A subset C. If this means these are given condition. So let this and this. Clear? One thing, remember that we know about the definition of subset. X subset Y means what? Every element of X also belongs to Y. Clear? And our equality of two set is, how can we define equality of two set? If we have to prove set P equals to Q, if we have to prove, suppose by this technique you can prove it by Venn diagram. Also, by definition of set, subset, etc. Also, for suppose two sets there are P and Q. Two sets are equal. That means what? Every element of this is also element of this, and every element of this is also element of this. That means what? P is subset of Q and Q is subset of P. Both. Every element of this is an element of this, every element of this is an element of this. If these two conditions satisfy, then this implies P equal Q. Clear? If P subset Q and Q subset P, then we can say P equal Q. Clear? If X subset Y, then every element of X is also element of Y. Clear? Here we'll use this notation because P and Q are general set, not for particular element. So we are using like this symbol. Okay. So now here for proving this, every element of this is also element of this. We have to prove. Then to prove A subset C, we have to show that every element of A is an element of C. Let X belongs to A, be any element of A. Clear? Any element of A. Then we are having these two conditions given. X belongs to A. X belongs to A. That. So since A subset B is given, this is given. So if X belongs to A, then X belongs to B. X belongs to B. Since given, we have to show that. To prove this, X also belongs to C. So implies X also belongs to C, since it is given that B subset C. If B subset C, then if any element of B also belongs to C, so X belongs to B implies X belongs to C. So what we get? X belongs to A implies X belongs to C. Therefore, so we get X belongs to A implies X belongs to C, implies A subset C by definition of subset. So right, hence proved. By supposing this, we can get A subset C. Hence proved. This is the technique of proof for relation of sets. Clear? For proving equality, you have to take left side. So left side is subset of right side, and also right side is subset of left side. Then you can give both are equal. If only subset, then X belongs to this implies X belongs to this. You have to prove. So this was the question third of second. The remaining for 3 questions you can solve. So take whichever is true, then you have to prove generally, and which will be false, we will take example. So try remaining 3 questions up to. Okay. Now take question third. Question third. Okay, what is question third? Let ABC be said such that A union B equals to A union C and A intersection B equals to A intersection C, so that B equals to C. Here two conditions are given. That is we are having this condition, and we have to prove that B equal to C. So you can prove. Let which we having A union B, A union C equal. Let A union B equal A union C and A intersection B equal A intersection C. Let this is given. Okay. Then we have to show that B equal C. These two sets are equal. If this is true, then we have to show that B equals C. To prove B equals C, we claim, here I use this word, claim means we have to show that. We are requiring this. To prove this, we claim means we have to show this. We claim what? B subset C and C subset B. Clear? Because two sets are equal. When this subset this and this subset this, so B subset C, C subset B, we have to show. If we can show these two, then we can say B equals C. But using these two conditions. Okay. Now, first, to prove this. Now, to prove B subset C, let X belongs to B. We know, for proving this, what we have to do? If X belongs to B, then X is also belongs to C. Then we can say B subset C. Clear? So here, X belongs to B, suppose. Then, using these two conditions, X belongs to B, then X belongs to A union B also. Because A union B, what is A union B? A union B is all the element of A and B. So if X belongs to B, then X also belongs to A union B. Implies by the definition of union of two set, X belongs to A or X belongs to B. X belongs to A or X belongs to B. Our target is what? Here, very simple. So, our target is what? X belongs to C to prove. So, A union B, X B belongs to B, then means this also, and we are given A union B equals to A union C. So, this in place of this we can write A union C. So, implies X belongs to A union C, since A union B equals to A union C. It is given. It is given. Now, further we can write X belongs to A union C means X belongs to A or X belongs to C. X belongs to A or X belongs to C. Clear? X belongs to A or X belongs to C. Now, if X belongs to A, if X belongs to C, we have to show that X belongs to C. So one condition is the okay, and then if X belongs to A, then up to after this line, our target is what? X belongs to C. Okay, now write after this line, if here we get X belongs to A or X belongs to C. So if X belongs to A, then X belongs to B, then we get X belongs to A. If X belongs to A, then X belongs to A, then X belongs to B and X belongs to A, then X belongs to A intersection B, because X belongs to both B and A. Okay, X belongs to B, we start from X belongs to B to get X belongs to A. X belongs to B, X belongs to A. So here if X belongs to A, then X belongs to A intersection B. Clear? Implies X belongs to A intersection B equals to C, A intersection C. So A intersection C. Since A intersection B is equals to A intersection C is given. So we can write now X belongs to A intersection C means, by definition of intersection, X belongs to A and X belongs to C. So here and, that is we get X belongs to C. So we start from X belongs to B, and using this condition we get X belongs to C. So we get X belongs to B implies X belongs to C implies B subset C. And if another second case we take X belongs to C, then directly we can get X belongs to C. So this is main case. We can write this. Similarly, we can get other relation. What? C subset B. Similarly, we can prove by using these two conditions from here to here, from here to here. Okay, so we can write similarly. We can show that C subset B. Hence, we get B equal C. And you can write like this. We get this, hence proved. Clear? B subset C and C subset B implies B equals C. So, prove of third. Okay? Now, take question 4. So that following 4 conditions are equivalent. Here 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 conditions. Equivalent means, also here note down, equivalent means there are some relation given, 4 relation are given. One relation equivalent to another relation means in equivalent means, suppose we are writing like this, A equivalent B, or not A, suppose having some relation, okay, R1 equivalent R2, equivalent means this. If we take this, then we can get this. We have one way implication. And if we take these, then we can get this. By taking this, we can get this. By taking this, we can get this. One way implication. Also reverse. That is both way implication. That is, this is equivalent to this. In case of relation between sets. So here, we are given 4 relations. So, if we can show that first relation is equivalent to second, and first is equivalent to third, and first is equivalent to fourth, then we can get all relations. How? 4 equivalent to 1, 1 equivalent to third, so 4 equivalent to third, third equivalent to 1, so 1 equivalent to 2, that third equivalent to 2. So, just here we have to show these 3 conditions. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 are equivalent. That is, by taking 1, we can get 2. For that, taking this relation, we get this first, and secondly, taking this relation, we can get this. If we can get this, then we can say first is equivalent to second. Similarly, for these 2, we have to do. So here, I only prove first. First is equivalent to second, and remaining 2 are for you. Okay? So here, first, question 4. Question 4. Okay, question 4. to prove 1, 2, 3 and 4 conditions are equivalent to one another. To prove these conditions are equivalent, we have to show that first is equivalent to second and first is equivalent to third and first is equivalent to fourth. Okay, this will be our logical expression. So first of all we have to prove this. For this we have to take this is true, then we can get this, and also let this is true, then we can get this. So to prove first is equivalent to second, let first means what? First condition is A subset B. That is A subset B is let A subset B. First condition is this, let A subset B. Then we will show that second, that is A minus B equals to 5. Second is A minus B equals to 5. Okay, this is our logical expression. Now here, now we take this and we have to prove A minus B equals to 5. Clear? We are having this. Clear? To prove this, A minus B equals to 5, A minus B equals to 5. Let us suppose that whenever in the case of relation between sets, whenever we have to prove some expression involving sets is equals to 5, so we can consider as contradiction case. Let us suppose, then we will show that this. Suppose A minus B equals to not 5. A minus B equals to not 5. We have to prove this, but we are supposing A minus B equals to not 5. Then we will get, if we will get contradiction, then its opposite will be true. So suppose this, then there exists an element x belongs to A minus B. If this is not equal to 5, then there exists an element x belongs to A minus B. That is, x belongs to A and x does not belongs to B. This is the definition of difference. Definition of difference. A minus B means what? Element of A but not except B. Means x belongs to A and x does not belongs to B. If this is true, not 5, then we get like this. X belongs to A and x does not belongs to B. But it is contradiction of this. Okay, it is contradiction of this. Why? If x belongs to A, then x also belongs to B, which is contradiction of A subset B, which is contradiction of A subset B, or supposition A subset B. Because if x belongs to A, then x is also belongs to B, but here x does not belongs to B. This contradiction, which is contradiction of A subset B, and this contradiction arises by taking this, and this contradiction arises by taking A minus B equals to not phi. So our supposition is wrong. So our supposition A minus B equals to not phi is wrong. Therefore, A minus B equals to phi. That is, second is true. So first part is proved. Taking first to get taking second. Okay. This is our first part for proving this. First implies second. Clear? Now, other part. Now taking second, we have to get 1. Clear? Now, taking second is true. That is, let A minus B equals to phi. Then we claim A subset B. Claim means we have to show that. We claim second A subset B. So here we are supposing this. We have to show that this. For this, taking an element of A and show that that element also belongs to B. So to prove A subset B, let x belongs to A, be any element of A. To prove A subset B, let x belongs to A, be any element of A. Okay. Now we have to show that x also belongs to B by using this. Then x belongs to A implies x belongs to B. Since x belongs to A implies x belongs to B. Which is clear from the relation A minus B equals to phi, as if x does not belongs to B, because x belongs to A implies x belongs to B. which is clear from A minus B equals to 5. As if X does not belongs to B, then X belongs to A, X does not belongs to B, then X belongs to A minus B, implies A minus B equals to not 5. Because if we take X does not belongs to B, then we get A minus B equal to not 5, which is opposition of this. So X belongs to B, implies A subset B, implies first is true. Thus we get, if 2 is true, then first is true. Hence combining these two, we can say 1 is equivalent to 2. Thus we get 1 implies 2 and 2 implies 1. Both implies 1 is equivalent to 2. Clear? Now remaining these two for your side, you have to solve in your copy and solving 1, 2, 3, 4 and also question 5. Six, 7. Clear? Also question 5, 6, 7. 5 is what? Show that if A subset B, then C minus B subset C minus A. You can prove it. How? Taking an element. So here 5 can be proved. This is our having relation and we have to prove C minus B, C minus A. C minus B subset C minus A. Okay. This subset this we have to prove. So let X belongs to C minus B and then you have to prove X belongs to also C minus A using this. Then this subset this, you can prove it. Question 5. Okay. Similarly, question 6. Assume PA equals to PB, show that A equal to B. 6. Let PA equal PB or claim A equal B. Okay, A equal B. A equal B. We have to prove A equal B. So for this, we have to show that first A subset B and then B subset A. These two relation we have to show. For this, take X belongs to A and then show that X belongs to B. So A subset B. Similarly for here, let X belongs to B and then show X belongs to A. In between, use this relation. This power set of A is equals to power set of B. Clear? If we can show these two, then we can say A equal B. This is question 6. 7. Is it true for any set PA union PB equals to PA union B? Justify your answer. So is it true? So by taking example, you can show it. It is true or not? I think it will be false. Here PA union PB is equals to PA union B. It is true or not? We have to give answer and by justification. For justification, I think it will false because you can take two set and find PA, PB, PA union B, PA union PB, then you can compare these two equal or not. Can take A equals to 1, A, B, can take another A, B, C, and you can get subset. PM is what? Subset of all this. Subset of all this. A union B means what? A union B, what? A, B, C. Subset of all these. Then union of this you can get. Any of the example, for particular example 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and you can get all the values and can see whether it is true or false. So take some examples as it suitable and check for 1, 2, 3 type of sets and then see whether it is true or not. Taking at least 2 sets or sets and check whether it is true or not. If for 2 different sets this relation is not true, then it is false. Okay. And also solve questions 8. 8 shows that for any sets A and B, A equal this and B equal some A union B minus A equal A union B. Okay, try to solve it. Question 8. Same logic is same. Clear? Something is equal to something, that is here A equal what? A intersection B union A minus B. We have to show that this, na? We have to show that this. So for this, first of all, show A is subset of total, and then also show this total is subset of A. This is subset of this, and this is subset of this. Then we can say this equal to this. By using this technique, you can solve it. Okay. Here for any 2 sets, A equal this is true. And second relation also, A union B minus A union B minus A is equals to A union B. This is also true. Proof this subset of this and also this subset of this. Then we can say this is equal to this. So up to question 8, you have to solve in your copy and send to me for your attendance. Okay.